It's a beautiful bacon day, Cookie Crusaders. Today we're going to cover my new favorite team in the PvP arena and why it's doing good. So, let's go over the toppings. We got Purple Yam running a high damage resistance, high attack stats. We've got Werewolf Cookie running some decent damage resistance and high attack speed. We've got nearly perfected damage resistance for Espresso with high attack and attack speed. We've got good damage resistance and good cooldown on our Black Pearl. And we've got some great cooldown and a little bit of crit and amplify buff focus on our BTS cookie. The monocle and the scroll and the clock are our three main treasures here. And so what's going to happen is the way that this team is working is that Espresso and Purple Yam are going to be keeping the enemy teams put together so that when our Black Pearl and our Werewolf activate, we will get the most and maximum amount of damage output against the enemy team without them being able to move out of targeting range. A lot of people either don't know or don't think too much about how targeting really matters in some of these team setups. And as you can see, we've got all of our cookies here, and we were able to eliminate the entire enemy team. And I mean the entire enemy team. So if you look at here, the other team, very meta team, very powerful team, of course. But here's what happens. We've got Werewolf doing relative damage to the injury that's being inflicted by Espresso Cookie. Seeing as Espresso is running damage resistance, that is less cooldown and less attack power against the enemy, so therefore it's less injury. Because it is less injury, that means that Werewolf is actually underperforming here as far as a damage output. So it is something to consider by running cooldowns with your Espresso to get more injury out. However, you then run the risk of Espresso dying quicker because of less damage resistance. Since there's not really a lot of people on this team giving you protection and you don't really have a lot of chance to survive heavy AoE attacks, so that's why we went with damage resistance in this build setup. Black Pearl, of course, always doing tremendous damage, doing less than the enemy teams for two reasons. Financier and Claire both basically pumping their Black Pearl to the moon, so they were very focused on the sense of how to buff their team, how to make it stronger, but mostly just making one specific cookie stronger. Where our cookies, we already had strength between 4 different cookies, 3 of them being magic candy users, and Purple Yam and the Espresso on our team making those displacements means that their targeting is actually a little bit off in comparison to how our targeting system works. You can also see in the healing too, our BTS cookie was able to out-heal theirs thanks to those amplify buffs and those cooldowns that we have heavy focus on our side of the team. So I hope this is a helpful team for you. It's something that I'm using to help climb in the arena a little bit further, and it's definitely something that works pretty well. As you can see, they also ran a monocle, so if they didn't even have a monocle, we would be able to destroy their team even faster. But in the end, this team definitely performs, definitely outputs, and we're not even running everyone at 5A at this point. We're just running them as strong as we have them. So there's only room to grow, and that means they can only become even stronger. So I hope this is a helpful team build for you guys. Let me know in the comments what you think about the team. Maybe you're running something very similar, very close to it. I'm sure there's other alterations. Of course, there's thousands of different combinations that we can put together these days with how many cookies we have. But this one specifically is working well and pushing through the arena pretty consistently. So that's why I wanted to bring it to your attention. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.